Hi everybody, my name is Kathy. If you're an actor looking to find an agent in 2025, you have come to the right place. I have a few ways on how you can find one, not all the ways, but just a few ways, and I hope you're able to take something away from this. Now, I want to start off by saying I don't have the best background, unfortunately. I have these blank walls that I'm still trying to figure out how to decorate. Look, so boring. There's a window here. If you have any suggestions or tips, I would love to take them because I don't know how to decorate and this is very boring and I would love to give you guys a better background. So I know super random, but just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, I have my tips here on my laptop because I have a few tips and tricks and methods on how to get one. Now, I want to start off by saying these aren't the only ways to find an agent, but these are the ways that I have found have worked best for me. And honestly, all of these that I have found an agent in the past. I currently have my commercial agent who I love, and the last way is the way that I found them. So you have to stay till the end to know the method that worked best for me. Now, before looking for an agent, there are a few things you need before you start looking. You can definitely find an agent without your material, but I think it's gonna be very difficult and you probably won't find, what's the right word? You won't find a good quality agent. I don't know if that's the right word, but if you want good auditions, you need good material. Okay, this is your selling point. This is something you're going to be showing off to many people and you want to be proud of that. So don't wait until the last minute to do this. Make sure you're taking your time. Okay, the first thing, take a class. If you've never done anything acting related and you just want to do it because you've seen something on TV or your favorite movie and you're just like, I want to be an actor, or you see these Hollywood celebrities on Instagram or TikTok and you want to be like that, unfortunately, I would not suggest looking for an agent if you have never taken a class. So take a class, make sure it's something you really, really want to do. And there are a few other reasons why taking a class is very important, and I will get to it. If you live in an area that doesn't have many classes, the big areas like LA, Atlanta, New York, they have a lot of schools that have online classes. So quick Google search, LA online classes, you're bound to find one. The second thing you need is a resume. There are many online templates. You can easily find one and just copy it. This has to play with taking a class. If you don't have any material, if you've never booked anything, you can put your classes on your resume. If you don't have much to fill your resume with, you can use your special skills. If you speak a different language, if you remotely know how to do any sport, you can put that on there. I'll put an example of a resume right here. And yeah, just copy one that you like. Make sure to keep it clean and simple, and I think that's all you really need for that. I'm not a pro at anything, so I've played tennis and I'm okay, but it's on my resume. I know the basics and I can do it if I really need to. The next thing, headshots. I think this is one of the most important things you need to have as an actor. You're showing people what you look like, your versatility, what you can do, and this is where you don't want to cheap out. I know headshots can be very expensive, but I do want to say I know people who have found agents with headshots they took by themselves. If you have a remotely nice camera, even a nice phone that you can take pictures with, that'll work. Just make sure to find good examples and try to replicate that. Again, I know people who have done this and have been successful finding agents, so don't think you need to pay a fancy photographer $1,000 for some headshots. If you're able to, of course, go ahead and do that. But if you need something on a budget, no, you can do this at home. I would say you need about 2 to 3 looks, different looks, maybe your hair up, your hair in a different style, different makeup. just make sure you look different in all of your headshots. You don't want to look the same in all of them because, you know, you need to show off what you can do. A tip that I have for this, if you are going to go with a photographer, is find someone who specializes in actors' headshots. I have gone to someone who didn't, and I unfortunately wasted my money. And my teachers have told me, like, yeah, I can tell that they don't really work with actors. So that really sucked. So make sure to just do your research and go to someone who knows what they're doing. And most of the time, these people can help you pick out an outfit, do your hair, give you accessories, all that good stuff. So that's very helpful. Now, the last thing for your materials is a reel, a demo reel. When I started, I didn't have the best demo reel, so you don't need professional grade videos of yourself. You can work with your self-tape auditions. You can learn and find something on your own and film that. Okay, you don't need to book something off the TV and only use that. You know, there are different ways you can set up your own demo reel. Make sure you have your highlighted parts. Don't put the entire audition if you're putting an audition. I know most agents aren't gonna sit through a 10-minute video, so make sure you're just, you know, highlighting your best moments. Now let's get to the part on how to actually get an agent. So after you have all your material set up, you know, you've taken a class, you have your headshots, you have your resume and your demo reel, you are now ready to look for an agent. This comes back to taking the class. This is how I found my very first agent. I took a commercial intensive, and on the last class, there was an agent. We were able to audition for the agent, and they basically called back whoever they enjoyed. I believe there was 4 or 5 of us, and I was one of those lucky people. And again, if you're not from LA, this happened to be an online class, and I live in LA. So this just shows you don't necessarily have to live here to find the agent. So many classes offer this great feature on having an agent at the end of the class. So make sure to do your research, email the school and ask if they have this option. Not every class is going to have it, but most likely if you're taking a commercial class, they might have it. I've never taken a TV or film class and they had an agent. It's usually for commercial classes only. The next way, again, it has to do with taking a class or knowing somebody, but is a referral. Now, I just want to warn you, please be ready for rejections, and not by the agent, but by the person you're asking. Not everybody wants to hand out their agent's information or feel comfortable sharing that. You know, people have different opinions and they might not necessarily want to give you their agent's information, but if you, let's say, for example, you take a class, you meet somebody, and you find out they have an agent and you get close to them, you can ask them if they can pass on their agent's information or if they feel comfortable asking them, which most people, at least in my experience, aren't in constant contact with their agent. So maybe they can, again, give you their agent's information and you can reach out to them personally. But there is the risk that that person can say no. So I just want to warn you, don't expect everybody to say, yeah, here's my agent's email or phone number. Doesn't work that way. So that's why it's important to take classes, meet so many different people. This industry is ran through networking. So make sure you're making friends, taking classes, getting to know people. The third way, Actors Access. I have found an agent through here and it was successful. Will say it's not the best agents. If you're starting off, I think this is a great place to start. There is a fee, I believe you have to sign up for the membership, which is $9.99, and then you also have to pay for when you actually submit yourself through what is called the talent link. So you create your profile, you upload your pictures, your demo reel, and sign up for the talent link. It submits you to all these agents. People will reach out to you if they like you, and you go from there. In my experience, I didn't really receive messages by the best agents, but I have signed with someone through there and I've found a manager through there. So you can find both. Now the last way, the fourth and final way. This is where I have my current agent. This is how I found them. I am very surprised that not many people know about this website. And now thinking about it, I don't know if it's only for LA actors. I have to do research on that. So if you are in LA, you're in luck, because I know for sure that it works here. This website is called Rapunzel. Now, I'm not sponsored by them. I don't want you to think that they're paying me to say this. Also because I have 0 subscribers, so they would never do that. But this is one of the best websites that I found for me to find this agent. So it kind of works like Actors Access. You sign up, the down part comes with a little hefty price tag. Now you can sign up to find a theatrical agent and separately a commercial agent, or you can do both. So I just did the commercial one. I'm just starting off, so I just want to start there. And so that I just signed up for the one-time commercial one, sorry. It was around, I want to say 120, maybe more. I have to look, but it is a little expensive, so if you can save up for it, definitely recommend. When you sign up, you basically just write out an email and you include your headshots, your websites, like your casting networks or your Actors Access, and this will shoot out your email to all the agents. Now, the reason why I say I believe it's only for LA was because I was looking through the agency list and it was just LA agents. So I'm really sorry if it's only for LA. I will double check. But if you are here, then I think this would be a great choice for you. Even though you do pay your fee and you send out your email, it's not guaranteed. But if you have great materials, you have great headshots, you have a profile, your resume, and a decent demo reel, you will for sure hear back from someone. I was actually very surprised. I heard back from 4 agents and I got to choose who I wanted to sign with, which is actually crazy because I never thought that would happen, especially as a beginner. So it works. And everybody that I've talked to who have found an agent through this had the same experience. You can check out their Instagram. They have so many testimonials about people finding an agent through here. So I know it really works. You don't have the best material, I don't want to say that you will for sure hear back. This is something you truly want to do. It's worth investing in your headshots, all of that stuff. This is a business. So having all your material, it's like being a small business, you're selling yourself. So those are the ways on how to find an agent in 2025. Again, this isn't the only way to find one, but these are just my tips, my experience. I have found an agent through all these steps myself, so I know firsthand it does work. Just make sure you're putting the effort into it and investing yourself, and just putting some effort into this, you will find one for sure. Please let me know if you have any takeaways from this, if you are planning to take any headshots, you sign up for a class, anything. I love talking about acting. I can talk about acting all day, so I would love to hear from you. If you find an agent through any of these ways, I would love to know, so please reach out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.